Have you come across the words disjunct and conjunct but don't know what they mean? Have you ever wondered why some melodies flow smoothly while others take unexpected twists and turns? We'll uncover the secrets of disjunct and conjunct melodies, what they are, how they sound, and how you recognise them any time in the future. A conjunct melody is a melody that moves in steps between notes, and the intervals between notes are close together on the stave. A conjunct melody can also be described as stepwise melodic movement. A disjunct melody is a melody that leaps between notes, and the intervals between notes are far apart on the stave. A disjunct melody will usually rise and fall quickly throughout the melody. And if you would like to help more musicians find this knowledge, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to help us grow and support more musicians. Now you have the knowledge of what disjunct and conjunct is. You want to be able to use it when analysing, listening to, and watching music. Stick around until the end to do our test and see if you can recognise conjunct and disjunct melodies in different styles of music. Conjunct and disjunct will look different on piano, guitar, and in notation. Using your ears to listen to the size of the intervals between notes to recognise them is the clearest way to tell the difference. It's also pretty clear to see melodic shape and recognise disjunct and conjunct on the piano. However, the guitar provides a few issues. You can see from the music example that Sweet Child of Mine on the guitar is a clear example of a disjunct melody. The octave leap between the first two notes and then the use of intervals of sixths and sevenths, all within one bar, clearly demonstrates disjunct movement. As you see the clip of the guitarist performing the piece, you see that the notes do not look far away from one another. The nature of how the guitar is tuned and the fact that each string is a third or fourth away from each other means that a disjunct melody can be played with a guitarist making very little movement on the neck of the guitar. On the other hand, in our example of A Nightingale Sang in Berkeley Square by Maschwitz and Sherwin, you can see the melody is conjunct, but it looks like the guitarist is moving in larger leaps. This is because a whole step, or a tone, in the scale is 2 frets on the guitar. This can make the melody not appear conjunct and connected. It does, however, have a clear conjunct melody. The first 9 notes of the melody are all stepwise from one another and move to the next note in E flat major scale. Our quiz is coming up, but first, do you ask yourself, does all the melody have to be conjunct or disjunct? A melody that is mostly leaps is described as disjunct, but more accurately it would be described as mostly disjunct, even if it has some conjunct parts. You can take confidence from the fact that most melodies are a mixture of conjunct and disjunct melodic shapes. Trying to find melodies that are disjunct and conjunct throughout is almost impossible. If you're composing a melody and looking to create a specific disjunct shape, try to add in some conjunct movement to vary what the listener is hearing. And above all, aim to make sure that the shape of the melody reflects what you really want to create, rather than create something from a purely theoretical point of view. Now let's start our quiz. Is this pop melody conjunct or disjunct? That one is conjunct. Is this classical melody disjunct or conjunct? This one is a disjunct melody. Is this jazz melody conjunct or disjunct? It's another conjunct melody. Is this classical melody conjunct or disjunct? Another conjunct melody. And finally, is this jazz melody conjunct or disjunct? Our final question is a disjunct melody. If you'd like to know how to use this knowledge when composing music, watch our next video which explains how you can build a melody over a chord sequence you have already written.